Yo, what's good, everybody? Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all tuned in to the Fox Cave Chronicles. And this evening, man, we got David White in the cave. Y'all make some noise, man.
Yep.
Okay. David, it's good to have you here.
Good to be here.
Okay, we're going to get off into this interview. But first, let's shout out to all my lovely sponsors. We're winding down to the end of the season. And I should know all my sponsors off the top of my head.
It's only 7.
Babe, I'm finna do it tonight.
Do it big too.
Sonya Allen, the Kitchen Angel. Hit her up. Catering needs, meal prep needs, personal chef needs. She got you. She even got her own all-purpose seasoning. You can't beat that. So, follow her on Facebook and Instagram at The Kitchen Angel, or email her www.thekitchenangel.com. Thank you so much, Sonya. There's one.
Come on, girl.
Stacey Holmes, Sussy Bubbles. Y'all hit her up. Follow her business page on Facebook at Sussy Bubbles and get some of the best handmade, all-natural soap and sugar scrubs. You won't be disappointed. So go on over there to Sussy Bubbles and order some bars today. Thank you so much, Stacey. These delicious treats and more. Harriet Gibson, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Hit her up for the strawberry crunch apple, the candy grapes, candy plums, chocolate covered pineapples, and so much more. So follow her on Facebook and Instagram at These Delicious Treats and more. Thank you so much, Harriet Gibson. Hey. We want to send a shout out to Oil Shop. That's James Wrigley and Renee Humes. Y'all hit them up. Fellas, get your beard oil, and ladies, get your scalp oil. You can reach them on Facebook and Instagram at Oil Shop. Also, www.oil.shop. Now, I got 8 sponsors. That's 4. I'm going to shout the other 4 out. Well, you know, it's the end of the season, baby. We're gonna be generous. So I shout the other 4 out at the end of the show. You know how we gonna be. It's the season. It's the season. All right, y'all. Let's get off into this interview, David. It's good to have you here in the cave.
It's good to be here.
David, for those who don't know, tell us a little bit about your background. Are you originally from Jackson?
Yeah, I'm from Jackson. I grew up in the Washington D.C. area. I went to Jim Hill High School. I went to Hines for a minute, and then I joined the Army. I did 17 and a half years in the Army National Guard.
Wow.
Went to barber school, and then the rest is history.
Yeah. So, how long you been being a barber?
I've been cutting hair 22 years.
That's a long time, man.
I've had my shop for 16 years, so. And then, you know, recently I started got in the flower business about 6 years ago, and it's taken off. And that's just one of the things that I got coming up as far as new business. We're actually going to move. Our new shop is in Georgetown. It's across the street from Jackson Memorial Funeral Home. So we'll be opening up in January.
Okay. I'm gonna piggyback, go back a little bit. Okay. Now, what was your first location as far as being a barber, your shop wise? Because you haven't always had the same location.
My first location was on Terry Road. Actually, I had 3 shops within 2 blocks of each other.
Really?
My first shop was really inside, like, it used to be like an office for a mechanic shop, but they rented me the office. That was my first shop. My next shop was the pawn shop. When the pawn shop moved, I ended up taking their new location. When they moved, that was right across the street in the plaza, right where, you know, the chicken coop is now.
Okay,
where,
yeah.
I was in that plaza where Concrete Sneaker Boutique is. That was my barbershop.
Okay. I ain't know that.
We moved from there and purchased a building on the corner of Winter Street in Terry Road. From there, left there, went to Ellis Avenue. We leaving there, we going to the MetroCenter.
Okay.
So each time it grew, I went from 3 chairs to 8 chairs to 11 chairs. Now we're going to 15 chairs.
Man, that's awesome, man.
So, you know.
So the newest location is going to be inside the MetroCenter Mall.
Front door of the MetroCenter Mall.
When can we expect for this to happen?
We'll be there December the 11th. December the 11th will be, that's the grand opening of the mall. That's the day tentatively, they doing construction, but the 11th is the day we plan on going in.
That is the grand opening of the MetroCenter Mall.
Yes. Tentatively.
I
mean, if the construction, you know, and it just depends on how everything go with the COVID, because that's what stopped us the first time. Like, you know, in March, I've been had this space since March, and due to the shutdown, they just pushed everything back. So here we are, December, and we just not getting started. So.
Right. Now I'm gonna ask you this, and if you can answer it, you can. I'm just asking, just in a general question. Have they started working on the parking lot of the mall?
Well, actually, what's gonna happen is, I guess all the when you go in there, as far they just upgraded some things. You know, like they told me that the previous owners, they really didn't do a lot to the mall. That actual parking lot in front of the mall is not as bad as around the mall. Really, it's the travel around the mall that's just terrible.
Right.
Most of the parking lots are just, you know, the weeds or whatever. It's not really a lot of potholes. It was a lot of trash because people were just dumping there, you know, just because it was, you know,
vacant.
Yeah, it was just vacant. But that right there where you come in the front door of the mall, it's actually good parking. You know, so I mean, it's just a process. You have to take it one step at a time. As far as you talk about $1 million project, millions of dollars project, and you just can't do it all at once. You know, these things are being funded not only by the owner but by the government. So with everything that's going on, it's a lot of preparation you got to go into it. So. I mean, and for me, that's the reason why I never pulled out of the deal, because I knew she had to. It wasn't just her; she had people that she had to wait on also. You know what I'm saying? And then I just believe in giving black people a chance. How many black people you know that own a mall?
Shit,
nobody
but her.
And it's the largest mall in the state of Mississippi. It's the largest mall in the state. It's bigger than North Park. Last time, I think they told me it's got like 389 stores in that mall. You might don't look at it like that because I didn't know it had that many stores in it. But it's a huge place. You know, they had to do roof. They had to do carpet. They had to do electrical. They had to do a lot. It's a lot go into it. But it's gonna be a nice place. I'm telling you, she got, you know, the go-kart tracks coming in there.
So that's really gonna be in there?
Yeah, it's actually gonna. She got some people coming. It's some things gonna happen in there that's gonna change West Jackson. But you got to give them a chance. So.
Okay, so it's really was like it hadn't been upgraded since it was the regular Metro Mall.
And my mom started working in the mall in 1980, the day it opened. My mom worked there till she died. For 30-something years, you know what I'm saying? I've been looking at this barbershop since I was old enough to cut it. And it's always been my dream. I was like, I want to get that barbershop. You know, I asked the guy to sell it to me. He told me $80,000. I said, well, and I still got to pay rent. You know what I'm saying? 80 grand, and but I understood that you not only buying the shop, you buying the clientele. It's the numbers. You buy, you know, you might pay 80, you might make 200. You know what I'm saying? But that was just a little. At that point, it was after, but it came back around, and now it's mine.
So, do you look at this as a good investment?
Yes, definitely. I mean, just anything out west, like I can put my shop anywhere. I I want to be in West Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Everything I did, everything I do is in West Jackson. Like, you got people from North Jackson do North Jackson thing. I'm from West Jackson. I do West Jackson thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is where I'm from. This is where I'm comfortable. This is where my people are. So that's where I put my money in. You know what I'm saying? So I could do anything. I could do. You could put this business anywhere, but this is where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like to see the MetroCenter Mall come back alive. You know, it's gonna be something, and she giving people chances. You know, people who never owned a business before, this is gonna be their first time owning a business. But it's good because they're around a lot of other business owners. You know, we learn together. Everybody can learn something from somebody.
Right.
Just because I cut hair and you sell clothes, it's the same concept, customer service, and you got to get people in. You know, and that's just the way I look at it. You know, everybody need to help everybody. Until we start building each other up, we not gonna go anywhere.
True. So, what made you want to get into the business with the flowers? Now, tell us the name of that business.
Imagination Creation by White.
And what is it that you do?
I actually make I do a lot of, we do funeral arrangements, we do wedding centerpieces, we do basically anything you can do with a flower. And I came up with the concept, Imagination Creation, because I do a lot of pieces that people think probably couldn't be done, you know, football teams and cartoon characters. And to make that out of flowers, it takes the imagination, but it also takes somebody to create it. So, you know, I just came up with the Imagination Creation, and it was just born. I started the business because in the barber business, you see a lot of people, you touch a lot of people. I used to send like if I have a client that passed away, I would send them an arrangement. And, you know, just one year, it got a little, you know, I was really, and the lady that worked at Miss Mary, she still work at not Jackson Memorial, but West Haven, she was like, you spend a lot of money in here. So the next time I had to buy one, I said, I ain't gonna spend the money. I'm gonna try something on my own. And actually, the friend guy, Chris Summer, Gucci, passed away. That was my first flower I ever made. His name. And I put it on Instagram, Facebook, and I ended up doing like 14 pieces for that one funeral. And then and when I did those, I was just really just doing it. Like, I may have charged $100 and spent $85 in supplies. So it wasn't making money. It was just saying like, man, this is something I could do. And then I just came up with different ways to actually do the flowers. Like, with the lettering and all that type of stuff, it just took it to another level. Then somebody called me and said, could you make a Pokemon? That was like my first character I ever made. I made it. No problem. And then it just took off like it's every day, every weekend, something going out. You know, people come by for corsages, boutonnieres, centerpieces for parties. We just do a whole lot of stuff. I mean, just whatever you could think of. If you could think of it, like, you know, people come in and say, can you make a race car? I can make a race car. A lawnmower, we did Coca-Cola bottles. We could just, anything you could, if I could draw it, I could make it into a flower. So it's just, you know, that just be the thing now for me. I remember, like, for your mom, I did post office, Pittsburgh, just different, you know, whatever you can, if you think it can be done, I can do it. And it's been a blessing. It's really been a blessing. Like, it's big, man.
What has been one of the most, I know you can do without, what has been one of the most challenging pieces, though, that you've had to do?
Somebody called me and wanted a clown. but it was kind of, you know what I'm saying, just clowning kind of ugly anyway. So just trying to make it look good but ugly at the same time. It was, I literally was pulling my hair out on that piece. But then when I presented it to him, I wasn't satisfied when I showed it to him. But I showed it to him and they loved it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, all of them are kind of tricky because, you know, you got to figure out how you want to do this. Like, I try to put a lot of moving pieces in it. Like, I did 18-wheelers. I use real wheels. I did skateboards, and I go buy a real skateboard and shape it and use the real wheels. You know, just to make it kind of interesting. I done did DJ turntables. You know, just going to get, like, I done got into the faces. Like, you know, I got a graphic designer that I send the picture out to, and he'll actually send it back to me, and then I'll do what I do, glitter and all that type of stuff, and then put it on the flower. That's been a big thing. Like, it's just so much. Just learning how to do new stuff or thinking about new stuff. Like, you know, I have people call me, want me to ship them. I done shipped them to Georgia, Florida, different places. Like, it is. I mean, it is what it is. The hardest part is shipping them because they so fragile. Like, I done got a couple that got chopped up in the mail, but the insurance will take care of it. But that's the part I'm working on now, is how could I get nationwide and actually ship them to another place. Like, really just trying to create a product that don't break, but I can still kind of do what I need to do with it. So, you know, we just working on new ideas. And then the thing now in the flower business is where I purchase my supplies from, they're the only one until next month. Because we're not only going to be a flower shop, we're going to be a wholesaler now. So everything that I used to go there and buy, we going to be selling all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they close at 4, we close at 6. They close at 12 on Saturday, we close at 6. So it's being there, and then, like, a lot of black florists go here and buy their supplies. But now this is gonna be where we support our own people, you know, support our own business. Exactly. And then, you know, in my research with the flowers, just, you know, the cost, man, something that costs 75 cents, I'm paying $5-6 for it. You know what I'm saying? But now that I'm inside and I know what this costs, man, listen, you really killing us. Because it ain't about the price, it's how many I can sell. If you sold it to me for 75 cents, if I sell it for $250 and sell 1,000 of them, I want one. You feel what I'm saying? When they sell it 1, or they sell 10 and they killed us. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to drop the price and pick up the number. You see what I'm saying? If they sell 10, I'm going to sell 100 because I beat them by $2. You feel what I'm saying? Shop with me. And when they close, you got to see me. You know what I'm saying? You just create that for yourself where, you know, because people will go around you, but they got to come back to you. You know what I'm saying? At some point in time, they got to come see you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, well, you know, a man's entitled to spend his money where he want to spend it. But if you put it out there, at the end of the day, he's going to have to spend something with you. And that's just the way I look at it. That's how I do business. That's what I think about. How can you beat the system that's in place? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not always right. But how can I beat the system? You see what I'm saying? And you just got to find a way to win. Because, you know, if you made 2 cents, 2 cents add up too. You know, it might seem like 2 cents. But get $1 million of them. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I work. That's just how I think. You know what I'm saying? And then I want to share, like, they begging me to teach a class. Well, I had to be in position. If I'm going to teach the class, if I teach you how to do this, then I need to be able to sell everything you need to make the product. So if I'm gonna lose on this end, I'm winning on this one. You feel what I'm saying? Because if I teach you now and you go to them, then it's a lose-lose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To teach you and then you still come to see me every day. Even when you start getting orders, then I still. We all eat. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make a way for me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make a way for myself. And that's just how I look at it.
Have you? I know you do the flowers, but do you offer, like, if somebody came to you and they wanted like a life-size cardboard?
Well, I actually got, I just believe in outsourcing. I don't want to be greedy. I let people who do what they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I point them in the right direction.
Right.
I mean, and even if they need me to get it, I show them the way. You know what I'm saying? But I know people that do that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if I can just keep the network going and pass that out to somebody who really do it. You know what I'm saying? So when they got flowers, they pass it back to me. When you say you need a cardboard, a life-size cardboard, I point you in their direction. If somebody come to you and say, where can I buy a flower? You point them in my direction. So now we working. You feel what I'm saying? And I can offer that to somebody and you can offer that to somebody. You see what I'm saying? Like, I let mechanics be mechanics. I don't work on my car. I cut hair and do flowers. You know what I'm saying? I let a mechanic work on cars. That's what he do. That's how he eat. You see what I'm saying? It's a such thing as being too greedy. You hear people say it all the time, stay in your lane.
Right.
Everybody got their own lane. A lot of people want to be in every lane. You can't do it. It's too much. It's too much. I mean, that's just how that's my philosophy on it. You feel what I'm saying? Greed will kill you. Honestly.
That's true.
So, you just hustle for what you hustle for. And it'll work out. It work out. I mean, it work out. Like, really, if, like I did, like I just, and not only do I take my businesses and show them to, people look at me and say, oh, he's doing good. But I want the kids to know that I'm doing good because I got up this morning and went to work. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it was a time, the reason why I went to the military, like, honestly, in 1999, I was going to Hines, and I got caught with some weed at Hines and went straight to jail. So they gave me this little court watch thing. I did my 6 months, and I left and went to the Army. It changed my whole life because it was going. That could have been a downhill spiral then, but I got it back in the road and got it going. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, when they hear military, they be like, oh man, ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't as bad as they make it seem. For some people, it's military right out here. It's war right here. You understand what I'm saying? But the only difference is this war paid me and this one don't. You know what I'm saying? So I got a chance to go and get a career. I got a chance to, I'm out now. I didn't even have to do 20 years. I get paid for the rest of my life. You feel me? It's just the position you put yourself in. You put yourself in a position to win. Like, I don't regret not 1 year. And I try to tell the little dude, if you don't want to go to college, man, go to the Army. My nephew just left and went to the military. He wanted to join the National Guard. I told him, no, you don't want to do that. You 18, 19 years old, go sign you 3 years. Go see the world. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it in 3 years, you can come back and join the National Guard. But go get paid. Go get paid you young. They might send you to Hawaii. You might be stationed in Hawaii. You might be stationed anywhere. It's fun. If I knew what I knew now, then I would have been gone out to the military. But he's got his path for every one of us. So mine was here. And I came here and did something, and I've been giving to people in the community. In my community, I want to say mine. Because we did, every year we did free haircuts,
Mhm.
back to school drives.
Right.
Like I've been doing this for a long time. Like I've been doing back to school drives and for the last 15 years. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing Christmas giveaways for as long as I've been a barber. You know what I'm saying? So, and honestly, until 2 years ago, that was the first time the news ever knew I was doing it. But everybody in my community, because it's not what you do when the lights on
Mhm.
that make you somebody. It's what you do when ain't nobody looking. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it wasn't nothing that I just wanted to call WLBT and say, "Come over here, man. I'm finna," you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
WLBT found me, and they don't even know the story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we didn't help people from here to way in Utica. You know what I'm saying? We giving away toys in Utica. We going different places. Wherever the need is, we was there. You know what I'm saying? And I got to be honest, like my ex-wife, she was a big part of all that. You know what I'm saying? I just, just being 100.
Right,
she,
right.
it was a part of the movement. On Christmas morning, before our kids open up anything, we gonna take them to go give somebody else something. You understand what I'm saying?
I've
Give
seen
somebody else something. Then we come back home because you got plenty over there. But we about to go to somebody's house that has nothing.
That's right.
You feel what I'm saying? And man, you should see the men. Like Mama Sunny Lodge is a sponsor of that. So we would go, and man, it's a house full of men. Everybody crying. You know what I'm saying? Like to see a bunch of men in the room crying. I'll tell you, it's amazing, man. Like we went to Utica, and we pulled up. We was looking for the address. We had the address, but man, listen, we was passing by because we honestly didn't know nobody lived where we was passing. Like you wouldn't even thought it was.
What was it like?
It was a trailer, but it was bad. So the little guy came out of the side and we was like, "Is this the address?" He was like, "Yeah, it's right here." So we all pulled in. We went in and they had the oven open for heat. Like, I know I'm in the right place now. You understand? Man, we walked in. We were just talking, and they went to open their gifts. Like, they had things on there. Like, we bought gifts. Like everybody. Like, we would take the Christmas list, and if they got 4 or 5 kids, it would be one big gift, and then everybody get clothes and shoes and this is. So they want like UGG boots and basketball goals. We did that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't buy PlayStations. We didn't buy bikes. We didn't bought some things like the older kids. We'd give them gift cards. Some of them never been shopping by themselves in the mall before. We would provide that. You know what I'm saying? Give them something to go do that. You feel me? Man, then they cried. The mama she was like, she was doing what she could do.
I'm
So
about to cry now, man.
we
real, bro. That's
I'm saying,
it.
like I really, man, we went in our pocket, man. We end up giving her $200-300 and tell her, "Listen, this money is for you. Buy you something." We got them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they would have to go down the street to a relative house and cook for Christmas and bring it back. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of impression, we done had apartment managers call. They wouldn't put these people out because they know they had nowhere else to go. We walk in houses, little kids in there, they got an action figure this big. You know what I'm saying? This big, and that's all they got for Christmas. But they were so content. I mean, they were so happy to just have that little action figure. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when we walk through the door with bikes and all that, they don't even want to talk to us no more. They putting clothes on. They really trying to get out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't believe this. You know what I'm saying? And most of them, we done been to a house where mama ain't there because she got to go to work. You know what I'm saying? So Christmas is just a work day. She ain't got time to sit down. You know what I'm saying? In order for them to live, I got to be at work. You feel what I'm saying? We pulled up at houses, man. They had the milk in the window to keep cold. It's serious business. I'm talking about like I know I done blessed a lot of people. Like, you know, we did the we did over 300 and some haircuts one year. You know what I'm saying? And we was just like, every time we do it, we bring the snowball. Well, we got a guy, one of my friends, he on the snowball truck. He come out there, we give him tickets, let him get a haircut, snowball, chips, hot dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna feed them. We do everything we need to do. Book bags, paper, just whatever they need. Like really, you know, a few times. I mean, well, I know the year before last we gave away shoes. I had like 12, 13 pair of new shoes and gave them out to the kids. It's just whatever we can do to help. You know what I'm saying? Just you just helping people. You know what I'm saying? Just helping people. Like, I think giving back is the reason why I can, you know what I'm saying, receive and, you know, just blessed. Just to stay in business. Like, I can't complain. I promise you, I can't complain. You know, you go through ups and downs. Like, I done been through a lot, but at the end of the day, I can't complain because I made it out. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'm still here. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing in every lesson. So, you know, regardless of what it is, I made it, and if I ain't make it, I'm still pressing, and I'm gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Because it can't rain forever. You can believe that. You know what I'm saying? The rain gonna stop one day. You know, a lot of people give up. We see kids come through there, man. Listen, they don't have anything, but they got life and they happy about that. You know what I'm saying? And them the type of people I like to see. You know, that's what keep you going. Like, if you know, when you go in the neighborhoods and you pass a house that's barely standing and somebody live in it, when you make it home, you can be grateful for what you got. You understand what I'm saying? You got to be grateful, you know, for what you have in life, because, you know, a lot of people don't even have that. You know what I'm saying? So true. I mean, and that's what I tell my son. Listen, you small, but I want you to understand how you got spoiled. You got spoiled because it ain't because your daddy went out here and got on the block or took it from nobody. Your daddy got up and went to work, and he made a way. Your mama got up and went to work and made a way. You understand what I'm saying? So it's going to take work. You know, my son actually got his own t-shirt business. Like, he really, you know, he really want to do it. Like he want to do it because he see it being done. See, we are what they want to be. You feel what I'm saying? So if you killing and robbing, that's what he want to be. You feel what I'm saying? Because he want to be like his daddy. You understand what I'm saying? His dad a businessman, so guess what he want to do? He want to own a business. You understand what I'm saying? And he's infatuated with designer stuff. But, you know, I try to tell him, listen, in order to get this stuff, you got to work for it. You know, ain't nobody giving it away. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell the kids that come in the shop, really, Louis Vuitton and all that stuff, they don't give a damn who they sell it to. As long as you got the money. Money buy it. Not just you know what I'm saying? Money buy it. They'll sell it to you if you got the money. You know what I'm saying? So don't just think the people you see on TV and the rap video, they the only one that can do it. You can wear whatever they wear if you got the money. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to get the money the right way.
So you are embedding in him, even though, you know, he, you know, you can get him what he likes and everything like that. You are still embedding in him to learn the value of a good hard-earned dollar.
Oh yeah, oh definitely. I mean, it come with a price now, cause I'm all over. You know, it's not just her. You know, it's something behind it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he know as far as how it is out here in the street these days. Like, I want him to know that out here today, by the time he 18 years old, it's 10 times worse.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And I don't want him to lose the fact, like, I don't play with my son because I'm not your friend, I'm your daddy. And that's when we lose a lot of kids in, because they become your friend, and you know what I'm saying. I never called my mama by her name, her real name ever, unless I was in school telling the teacher what my mama's name was. But like, I hear people call their mama by their first name, a girl. You crack, you know. We didn't. It's just a different upbringing now. You know what I'm saying? And like my son, at the sound of my voice, he know what the business is. You understand what I'm saying? We gonna keep that.
Right.
We gonna keep that. Like, I'm not your partner. And if he ever, you know, kids get out of line, they play and they say things, I'm correcting it now.
On the spot.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I let you do it 3-4 times, you think it's cool because it passed by me. But then it ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna maintain that level of discipline. I'm your daddy and you my son. And then that's all it's gonna be. You feel what I'm saying? And when you get a child, you do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he could be at his mama's house, and she'll call and say, listen, you need to talk to him. Listen, I get on the phone and say, what's the problem? Do we got a problem? Do I need to come? Like, he done did some things in school. I leave reclined in the chair if you call by him. I pull up. I want to know what some business is. You feel what I'm saying? I want to know what the business is. Like, when he was going to another school, a private school, they would tell me, like, I don't know what you said or what you did, but he had a great day. I didn't do anything. I just let him know, listen, don't have him call my phone, because, you know, you got to see me when you get out of here anyway. You feel what I'm saying? But now if they call me again, I'm coming back again, but it ain't going to be like you want it to be. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just that on that with me.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Like, the discipline, man, we losing our kids, you know, as far as me doing flowers and stuff. And I'm making flowers for a 17-year-old, 16-year-old, 15-year-old. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just to have to talk to these parents, buying flowers for their kids. And this, it's different for me. You know what I'm saying? To be in these funeral homes every day, in and out of them. You know, seeing somebody baby laying there. You know what I'm saying? It makes me talk to my son a little bit more, let him know, listen, this ain't what it is. This is not what we gonna do. You feel what I'm saying? So, man, it's rough. It's rough. Like, the numbers are way up there, man. It's way